Yo, this is Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, and this here is Bully Rants. This one we're just basically, going to talk about this week's show. It's been a lot of questions about this week's show. And contrary to popular belief, everybody thought that, I called Dave and, come on D-Line. It wasn't that, it was a very early morning call from him. And, we do talk, and been a friend for a long time of mine through ups and downs. And he wants to do the interview, and he wanted to do the interview with me, and for a lot of reasons, because he knew that I wasn't going to try to do a politically correct interview. I was going to sort of he knew I was going to sort of put him on the spot about a lot of things, ask the tough questions, and I personally, from talking to him, and I'm not going to ruin the interview, but he's frustrated, and that happens sometimes when everybody gets to talk about you and you never really get your own perspective out there. But all of the questions about the ABKC, the dogs that are being shown in the ABKC, some of the things that people think are going on in the ABKC or possibly are going on in the ABKC, we're going to ask those questions. Demon Boy, we're going to talk about Demon Boy again. We're going to ask the question of what did you mean about the Bulldog element when you had the other short interview previously. We're going to ask the flat out question of have you ever, put a bulldog into this dog? What is this dog supposed to be? Is it, all of these questions that y'all want to ask, of course I can't go into specifics. I don't like to go into specifics and attack people who are not on the radio and all that. So we won't do that. But any hard question, this is going to be probably the most raw interview you've ever heard with him, because we're going to dig deep. We're going to dig through the history, his personal thoughts on the way people are today, what's causing the breed to have some struggles today, and at the same time, what is the positive part of the breed today and our growth. I think it is, my personal opinion, it is growth, and there is some backtracking that needs to be fixed. We're going to ask directly, what are the plans to fix the issues that we seem to all agree are going on in the ABKC, and how to make this thing better. Tune in, because if you've ever really wanted to get raw answers, this is going to be it. I'm not going to, y'all know me, y'all have heard the show, I say what I feel. It's not going to change just because it's Dave on the show. We're going to get it in. We're going to get it in from the bottom to the top, and somewhere at some phases in there, I definitely will. I know some of y'all want to hear his opinion on certain breedings, but all of that. The promotion of certain dogs has been a big issue. Why, good and bad. Everybody's opinion on that. We're just going to really dig into this thing hard and get the answers that we need, because I want it to be a productive interview. I want it to be an interview not of all salacious and arguing and who did this and who. No, we will answer some of those questions, but at the same time, I think it's a time for us to talk about how to fix certain things going forward. Because way back when we were on this mission to get the ABKC going, and it was a great passion for these dogs, we had one simple mission, and that mission was to make the American Bully a recognized breed like all other breeds. And we still know what it takes to do that, but now we have to say, how do we get there to do what it takes to do that? And this interview is just going to be that. We're going to talk about the Elite Edge. We're going to talk about the Elite Edge's effect throughout the years. Who knows? We might even talk about some things and some people that probably don't want to be talked about. But one thing for certain, what I'm telling y'all right now in this little thing is, we're going to get down to it. If y'all have till Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. If someone feels like that they have a great question, which I have a list of questions on there, I'm going to ask them. I'm going to ask them all the rumors. I'm going to ask them. And it'll be right there for him to answer. And from my understanding, he's looking forward to answering every question that I'm going to throw at him, and also giving us some of his own information. And you know, really almost like a State of the Union address to you guys. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, Blog Talk Radio. We will Bully Block actually, and we will be getting it in. I'll post the link actually when I do this video. I'll post the link for the show up under there. Make sure y'all tune in. Peace.